Boom. Tina G, Chrissy M, Foxhill Dreams, Susie Brizuela, That Damn Alaskan, Bernadette, Marty, The Trump Reaper, Kathy Murphy, Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio, Lucy L, Veronica Tello, Valerie G, and me, BDD, in the Heezy. I see our friend Eagle Star 747 is back in the house. Welcome back. Jen and Fat Tony, Stephanie L, Samantha Brakefield, Wojo Mom, Moop Spoops. Stella Baxter, Wifey, Cindy C, Queen of the South, Chrissy M, Gavin Rutherford, Sandra from Paramount, California, Meredith Powell, Lee Saunders, welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka BrooklynDad, and this is Storytime. Gling, gling. Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. I see Lisa Hathaway has joined us. Scribble My Dibbles is here. Susie Brizuela, Dancing with Me, Lori B, Samantha Hawkins, Teresa Plash, Kimberly Moss. I'm trying to catch up with everybody here. Happy Hippie, Eddie G. All right, so somebody passed along a word to me that Luppy Girl will not be with us tonight. Let me see. I gotta go back and see. I believe she is in some kind of pain. So my prayers are going out to her. Let me see. Trying to find there. Karen Purdy says, "Oh shit, she spent the night in the ER and just got home in a lot of pain." So thoughts and prayers out to our friend Luppy Girl. We wish her well. We hope she gets back. Hope she gets better soon. Let's see. Patricia Haverkamp is here. Sylvia Correa. Okay. So let's jump right on in to our stories of the day.
Stories of the day.
The January 6th probe is heating up as 11 people have been arrested for seditious conspiracy. We're going to talk about why that is such a tough charge to successfully prosecute. Joe Rogan was fact-checked, and 270 doctors and scientists wonder if he's got too much influence. Prince Andrew loses his titles, and not a moment too soon. Finally, some of you might be saying, our guessing game today is Jethro Tull, those 80s songs. And last but not least, today's you raggedy bish is the Democrat who's really a Republican, Kirsten Sinema. Yeah, quite a few of you. I don't know where this obsession with Jethro Tull came from. We're gonna have to get to the bottom of that. I need to know where did it come from. Anyway, we got some fun things. I'm really excited about this Jethro Tull game. Moop Spoops says it was me. Who is Moop Spoops? Is that Meek Spees? Am I figuring things out? Look at me, all smart. Let's go ahead and jump into our random chill tunes. Okay. Some folks, I believe Lori B was asking, how is my back? I'm sure some of you, some other folks were asking that. I just didn't see. But this picture, it shows exactly where my pain was. And you see that radiating red? Yeah, that was the level of pain. On a scale of 1 to 10, it was 11. Yeah, rarely have I experienced the kind of pain that makes me, if I have to go to the bathroom, I'll tough it out and get up off the couch. Otherwise, I ain't moving. But fortunately for me, oh yeah, by the way, so I had to go to the doctor yesterday. I told you guys you can't go to the doctor unless you get a COVID test. Well, they didn't have any COVID test for me. So fortunately, I was only having my ears checked out. So I was able to keep my mask on. So they said, don't worry about it. Just keep your mask on. We won't tell nobody you didn't take the test. But my blood pressure was so high, presumably because of the amount of pain. This is my blood pressure. Not today, hopefully, because today I'm a brand new man. Let me tell you. So right now I am wearing this icy hot patch and Chef's Kiss. Chef's Kiss, the combination of this and Aleve. I tell you, I swear by Aleve, and not just like the regular pills, like these big fat liquid gels. Yeah, I popped these, 2 of these, and the icy hot thing. It's sticky, sticks to your back, and and the heating pad on top of all that. And I went from like pain of 11 to right now it's 1 or a 2. It's a 1 or a 2. I can actually get up out of this chair and not, yell in agony. That is beautiful. It's a wonderful thing. I hope, knocking on wood, I hope it lasts. Moving on to the whole 30, it continues. I didn't lose that much weight between Wednesday and today. I almost lost another pound. They say you're not supposed to check your weight frequently. You're only supposed to check it one time. Yeah, no, it's not me. I'm going to check that shit when I want to check it. And it's probably daily I'm going to be checking it. Whatever. My mental state is not going to affect the scale. It is what it is. So because of the back pain, wifey and I couldn't get out for the walk, right? I like to get a good, what's that called? Cardio. Get a good cardio going. Fast walking kind of thing. So anyway, this was my dinner, not last night, 2 nights ago. Last night I was so hungry that I didn't even stop to take a picture of what are we eating? I was so hungry. I tweeted I was hallucinating. I swear I was looking at a video, overhead video of houses, roofs of houses, and I thought I was looking at Fig Newtons. I was so freaking hungry. And now I'm a little bit better. Drinking coffee today. Didn't really think much about food. It's okay. It's good. Yeah, wifey is just amazing. This was chicken with mushrooms, and underneath it is sitting in a bed of mashed sweet potatoes, and then the salad over here. It's fantastic. My breakfasts are pretty Spartan. Yeah, I have the hard-boiled egg, which I love. I do love hard-boiled eggs. These little patties over here, chicken patties, which are delicious. I thought when she first left it on my plate, I thought it was cookies. Like, are we cheating here? Are we doing cookies? No, it's a chicken patty. Delicious. And nuts. Me, I hate nuts. I hate nuts. Not those nuts, not these nuts, all nuts. And raisins and dates. Somebody out there, one of you guys, I think it was Scribble My Dibbles, suggested the dates. We when we fast, we break our fast with dates. And yeah, that was a great idea because dates, delicious. And yeah, those are cashews and macadamia nuts. This was, I did find a picture of what Wifey made last night. This was rice, but not rice. This is cauliflower rice. Loophole? Cauliflower rice, which is just vegetables that's kind of cut up, looks and feels like regular rice. And this was, I feel like this was some kind of chicken, like chicken tikka masala or something. She put some spicy sauce on it. Delicious. I love it so much. Seinfeld. I like to watch Seinfeld while I'm eating, and so we are up to the part. This season 8 is brilliant. Oh, Wifey says that was red Thai curry. Thank you. We're up to the part where Elaine meets Bizarro Jerry. And Bizarro Jerry, I don't know if you guys follow Superman, like Bizarro was like the exact opposite of Superman, you know? And so, long story short, there was an opposite version of Jerry, an opposite version of George, an opposite version of Kramer. Very funny episode. This is also, I believe, the same episode where Kramer, a night after I was asking, how does he survive? He doesn't have a job. Kramer went and got himself a job. Now, he wasn't getting paid for it. He just assumed a position, and here he is seen eating a sleeve of Ritz crackers, and that kind of tipped me over the edge. Now I really do miss eating Ritz crackers, among other things. But funny episode. And Elaine doing this crazy wackadoo, jerking her head back with the thumbs and kicking with the feet. George says it was like a full body heave. Hilarious show. Hilarious. Also, so speaking of hilarious shows, last year, a new Suicide Squad movie was released. This was directed by James Gunn, and actually was much better than the original version I saw years back. And quite a few celebrities were in this movie. Idris Elba, John Cena, the girl who played Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie. But in this new TV show, it's called Peacemaker. Peacemaker is probably like the goofiest character out of all of them, right? And not just goofy, like, it's not the kind of superhero I would ever root for. I mean, he literally seems like a Trumper in a superhero costume. I'm calling it like it is. Like, his dad is a flaming racist. His father is played by the guy who was in Terminator 2. He was like the T-1000, that guy. And his father is just horrible racist. So you can see how John Cena's character absorbed some of those qualities, the hatred. But anyway, this movie takes place right at, it picks up where Suicide Squad left off. He's recovering from physical ailments, and he gets enlisted by this group of people here to help them continue killing people or whatever. And he's expendable because he's got a 30-year jail sentence. So you can either assist us or you can take your ass back to jail. What's it gonna be? Anyway, in the far right over here, you see a young lady who was in Orange is the New Black. She played the character Tasty. For those of you who are fans of Orange is the New Black, this show is hilarious. It is fantastic. I can't say enough positive things. It's really funny, surprisingly funny. It's bawdy, it's impolite. I don't give a damn. I am entertained as hell. And it's got a very talented eagle. I can't tell if this eagle is CGI or if it's mechanical or if it's real. I can't tell. It's good. It's good. So if you get a chance to check it out, it's on HBO. I've seen 1.5 episodes. I gotta finish the second episode, but it is fantastic. I love this show very much. Movie time, since it is still Friday, is still movie night. Movie pizza. We're not doing pizza tonight. Wifey is gonna make some wings, so wings are still on the menu, not pizza. I think we're gonna have potato slices, baked potato slices. They're seasoned and they're sliced. Anyway, the tragedy of Macbeth. Something wicked this way comes, and everything is better with Denzel, isn't it? Right? So Denzel, frankly, I don't remember the story of Macbeth. I'm sure I must have read it in school because it's chock full of famous sayings like something wicked this way comes. There's that thing, what is it? Hang on. Oh, double, double, toil and trouble. That whole witches thing, what they say. And this thing, it is a tale told by an idiot full of sound and fury signifying nothing. Yeah. So Denzel Washington is in it. Frances McDormand, Oscar winner, Frances McDormand. What did I say? Did I not say double, double, toil and trouble? What did I say? Double bubble? Whatever. So we're going to check this out, hopefully, this weekend. And I'll let you know how it is. That's it for our random stuff. Boom. How are we doing on time? We're doing good. We're on schedule. All right, let's jump into our quick hits. Yeah, you son of a bee. I swear, anything with Denzel is good. Tell me one movie he did that was not good. I can't think of one. He might have done one. I don't remember. Quick hits. Okay. So, this morning, BrooklynDad was up a little bit earlier than usual on the Twitter, pushing a hashtag for voting rights. Now, you guys know everybody is riled up. Oh, Lee Saunders didn't like Deja Vu. I liked it. I like Deja Vu. I'm a Denzel fan, so I'm, But anyway, hashtag we want voting rights. Yeah, and the whole idea is hashtags like this, we want them to trend, and we want them to trend high, because the things that are trending high on Twitter, they get people's attention. And we need the attention of Congress, of the Senate, of the House, mostly the Senate, yeah? But everybody, we need everybody's attention. So we pushed it, and it made number 1. At this point, when I posted this tweet, it was at number 3. And you guys, I got to thank you Oh, Nurse Mitch is saying Safe House was meh. Okay. I don't care. I still love me some Denzel Washington. Yeah, so we want voting rights was trending number 1 for some time, and I think as of an hour ago, it was like at number 4 or something like that. Anyway, so Chuck Schumer announced last night that he's planning a vote next week on both voting bills and on changes to the filibuster. Sylvia Correa is asking, how can you still be fighting for voting rights in an established democracy? This is an excellent question, and I have a very brief answer for you. Republicans are trying to pull some shit across the country. In state legislatures, they are enacting voter suppression laws that are going to make it harder for Democrats, i.e. people of color, to turn out en masse and vote. And that's all this is about. That's all this is about. And if you want to be specific, we're not talking about states like Wyoming, where there's hardly any people of color, or Idaho. No, we're talking about primarily those swing states. That's it. It's those swing states. They're enacting voter suppression in a lot of states, over 20 states. But it's those. They did that. They peppered it all over the place so you can't tell. If they only did it in the swing states, everybody'd be like, oh, well, it's obvious what they're trying to do. They're trying to pull a fast one. So they do it in all the states. So it looks like all these states are doing these things. What are you talking about? We're not trying to suppress your vote. We just want to limit the number of places that all these people have to vote. That's that bullshit. Hello, Monique Lee. I see you. Welcome. So likely Senator Schumer is going to be doing this vote on Tuesday. This is on the heels of Kirsten Sinema's very disappointing but not surprising statement in favor of the filibuster. She is really getting on my last nerve. I have no nerves left for her to get on. No nerves are left. And, President Biden said that he is committed to making voting rights happen so long as there is breath in his body and he's still in office. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. And Stella Baxter says, we are fighting for a continual democracy, unfortunately. Yeah. Let's see. Kirsten Enema. That's Nurse Mitch says Kirsten Enema. That's clever. All right. The Supreme Court blocked President Biden's vaccine or test mandate for large businesses yesterday. We can expect more things like this, more decisions to come from this conservative court. And, if we had the cooperation of 2 certain senators, we could resolve problems like this just by expanding the court. This court needs to be expanded, and these term limits, these terms need to be limited. That's what needs to happen. But yeah, so thank God for small miracles that they allowed the healthcare workers to keep the vaccine or test mandate. So if you're not vaccinated, you have to get tested. That's the rule. So hospitals and places that employ healthcare workers, they are still subject to the mandates, but not large businesses. And it's a damn shame. Decisions like this are going to keep people on the right wing cheering this stupidity, and then at the same time asking why President Biden hasn't done anything to solve this issue. yet. Seriously. Oh, by the way, you guys, because I posted Joe Rogan's name in this tweet, expect to see some trolls pop up. If they haven't already done so, expect to see some of them pop up. The other day, Dr. Fauci faced off with morons like Rand Paul, but also this special moron, Roger Marshall, who demanded to know what Dr. Fauci's financial situation is. And so he produced, he's introducing the Fauci Act. And the Fauci Act would require the Office of Government Ethics website to produce the financial records of administration officials like Dr. Fauci. But Dr. Fauci's financial records are already public. And so Dr. Fauci was caught on a hot mic saying, calling Roger Marshall a moron for not knowing this. He said, let me see. My financial disclosure is public knowledge and has been so for the last 37 years or so. All you have to do is ask for it. You're so misinformed, it's extraordinary. That's my Dr. Fauci. Yeah, I love it when Dr. Fauci gets all Brooklyn on people. I love it. So Joe Rogan the other day had a guest on that fact checked him in real time. That was interesting. So 270 science and health experts are saying that Joe Rogan's the Joe Rogan Experience podcast is spreading misinformation. It's spreading misinformation about COVID-19, and that they should take action against misinformation after this episode, where they were talking about myocarditis. Hey, Philosophy, thank you, my friend, for a donation. He said that's for my Fauci impression. Thanks, buddy. Hey, Xander Zork is here. Welcome, Xander Zork. You're just in time. But you just missed the Fauci impersonation. So sorry for your loss. So Rogan had this guy from Australia. He's an Australian broadcaster and podcaster. His name is Josh Zepps. And they were talking about myocarditis. And myocarditis, I'm going to be honest, I don't know what the hell it is. It's a disease, apparently. And apparently you get myocarditis when you get COVID. Joe Rogan was trying to say that people who are vaccinated, young people, teens, early teens, who get vaccinated are subject to getting myocarditis in higher numbers than people who get COVID. And he was just flat out wrong. And this guy, Josh Zepps, fact-checked him. He said, no, that's not the case. The case is that people who get COVID get myocarditis in higher numbers. Here's a clip.
For young boys in particular, there's an adverse risk associated with the vaccine. It's like a 2 to 4-fold increase in the instances of myocarditis.
Yes, but you know what?
Hospitalization.
You know that there's an increased risk of myocarditis among that age cohort from getting COVID as well, which exceeds the risk of myocarditis from the vaccine.
I don't think that's true. I don't think it's true. No. I don't think it's true that there's an increased risk of myocarditis from people catching COVID that are young versus increased risk of myocarditis from the vaccine.
No, there is. There's both.
Well, let's look that up because I don't think that's true. Myocarditis is more common after COVID-19 infection than vaccination. But is this with children? Yeah, we're talking about young people.
Men and boys aged under 30 after this is what it says here.
With children is the issue.
Well, no, we were talking about 15-year-olds.
Well, we're talking about young children.
Male
So, yes.
child, 12 to 17.
12 to 17, myocarditis with 3 months of catching COVID at a rate of 450 cases per million infection. This compares to 67 cases of myocarditis per million at the same time following their second dose of Pfizer.
Yeah, so you're about 8 times likelier to get myocarditis from getting COVID than from getting the vaccine.
That's interesting.
Now, that being
is
said,
not what I've read before, but also it's like, even when we're reading these things, it's like, what are we getting this from? Was this from the
it's the New
VAERS report?
Scientist.
But even from the VAERS reports, when they report this stuff, it's like the amount of people that report, it's the underreporting for young boys.
So he couldn't even take the L, right? He got fact-checked in real time, and now he wants to attribute the blame to, where's this information coming from? Oh, underreported, blah, 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 blah. Take the L, bro. You're wrong. And thank you to our viewers here. Sandra from Paramount, California says myocarditis is the inflammation of the myocardial sac of the heart. Thank you for that. Will McCarthy adds that it is really minor and heals quickly. Thank you for that. But yeah, so these scientists and doctors are saying they signed a document saying that Spotify should they should work harder to limit or eliminate misinformation on COVID-19. And it's not new. Spotify already did that last year. They did, I think they removed at least 45 different videos from the Joe Rogan experience. But does he have too much influence? He kind of does. Because you got 10 million people tuning into this guy, and they tune in thinking that, that Joe Rogan is bringing some real information. And Joe is not. He knows his audience. And he knows that the people that are tuning in, they're like anti-establishment, and all they want to hear is the opposite of what everybody else is saying. So that's all he has to do is position himself in that sweet spot and continue to be paid millions of dollars. I think he gets $100 million, $50 million to give out bum data. And his viewers, they'll be in their deathbeds listening to a Joe Rogan podcast. While he's getting rich, they're getting dead. And that's sad. Moving right along here. Speaking of sad, I certainly am not sad about... Hey, Midas Mighty Jeremy is with us, folks. Thank you, Midas Mighty Jeremy is here. Thank you. Prince Andrew, formerly known as Prince Andrew, he's lost his titles. He's had military titles, and he had charities that he no longer has access to. And this is in the aftermath of the Ghislaine Maxwell trial after hearing testimony from one of his alleged victims, Virginia Jeffrey. Now, it's interesting that they took a really long time to snatch his titles, where Prince Harry just because he was leaving England or something, they're like, screw you, we're taking your titles. But this guy, they had to wait until it was proven what we all knew the deal was with Prince Andrew. And so now they distancing themselves from him. They want nothing to do with him. You can't even call him his Royal Highness anymore. Yeah, because he's going to be under investigation. Watcher Soko, by the way, is asking if everyone did smash that like button. The like button looks like a thumbs up. Please smash it. Please do it now. So no more Prince. He's just Andrew, formerly known as Prince. Yeah. Oh, and that's it. That is it for our quick hits. And let's see. I see Regina Clark is here. Welcome, Regina Clark. Meek Spees calls him his royal anus. Prince Andrew, now to be known as his royal anus. I like it. Maital Cabelli, I see you there, my friend. Welcome. Prince Epstein, that's clever too. Okay. Moving right along, let's go ahead and jump on into our timeline cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Yeah, I do need a timeline cleanse after discussing the skeevy Prince Anus. Okay, so fun fact here is that all three of our clips are here courtesy of our friend Philosophy, aka also known as Jonathan Slater. And then let's see, what do we have up first? Oh, do you guys remember those old commercials? They used to have old commercials on way back in the day, late at night, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. The knife, the Ginsu knife, you can cut a can, you can cut a brick or a shoe, an old shoe. Why do you want to cut an old shoe? I don't know. Anyway, but this next video is a guy who definitely is not cutting anything heavy duty, but it's not what he's cutting, it's how he's cutting. And he's just amazing. Amazing. Look at the skills. Yeah, I'd be in the emergency room if I attempted that. That's one of those big ass butcher knives. Cleaver, right? It's a meat cleaver. Look, little tiny paper thin cuts. What is this? It's like 200 cuts. Now he's not done. Wait, now he's gonna cut it at a very slight 12-degree angle, maybe. 12 degrees. Cleaver, thank you. Marie from New Jersey, what's up? Deb B, I see you. Cindy C, in the place to be. Check it now, check it. That is cool. That is amazing. That is amazing. He made like paper dolls. Remember we used to make paper dolls and you'd cut one and like you'd fold paper like 4 times and then cut one doll and then you pull out like 5 paper dolls. Did that with a cucumber. That's amazing. Valerie G calls it Slinky Cucumber. That's clever. All right, next up. Here's some more artistry, not with food or cucumbers. This one is with sand. Sand. And I guess he's injecting like little paint colors in there. Doing 2 sides of the bowl, mind you. It's the same bowl. He's using a fish bowl. He's putting a design on one side of the fish bowl and a design on the other side of the fish bowl. I mean, look at that. Dude. I'm just going to let this play again. Because that shit is incredible. That is incredible. Even how he did the hat. I'm impressed. It's not easy to draw the lid of a hat, let alone to paint it in sand. That's otherworldly talent. Oh, and philosophy in case you don't recognize this music with the clip. It's because YouTube is so stupid. Sometimes, like, if I play a video clip that has copyrighted music, they're gonna ding me in the head. So I replace it with my own non-copyrighted tunes. That's so beautiful. I love it so much. I love it. All right. Last but not least, what is next? Let me see. What I have next here. There was the sand. This one is also very cool, right? So if you have, I don't know what currency this is. It looks like a, not a euro, but like a coin, 50-cent coin from Europe. I don't know what you would call that. It's not a euro, whatever. But this next person takes a coin and turns it into a ring. Now, you have to have some, I believe, engineering experience or something. $50 doubloons. Meekspeed says doubloons. I mean, this individual has a whole lot of equipment too. He's got the drill, he's creating like a beveled edge on the side so it doesn't cut your finger so it's nice and smooth. That's beautiful. Now he's breaking glass. Check this out, from a bottle. Yo. He made a diamond, yo. Debbie saying lathe, diamond drill. Yeah. Cindy C says doubloons are pirate booty. Anyway, this is crazy cool. People are so creative. It's amazing. It's not even gold, but all right, that is it for our timeline cleanse. Those of you who are just joining us, please remember to hit that like button, and there's also a notification thing. It looks like a bell. Hit that thing so when I go live, you are here on time when we kick off. All right, and special thanks to our friend Philosophy, aka Jonathan Slater, for providing this excellent. The guy takes some time. He takes some time to share some really interesting videos on Twitter. Check out his account. He's got excellent content. All right. Let's see. January 6th. Seditious conspiracy. Now, some of you might be getting tired of hearing about January 6th. Yes and no. Yes and no. I'm tired of, I don't know. I can't say I'm tired of hearing about it because we can't really move on until this thing is resolved, and it's not resolved. Oh, Watcher Soko! Thank you, my friend, for the kind donation. Thank you very much. I can't move on until the people who were responsible for this heinous day are held accountable. Now, recently, Merrick Garland gave a speech, and he informed us to, hey, calm your asses down. I'm working on it. He said, he didn't say that in so many words, but the guy does have an excellent poker face. Excellent, because the things he's been doing some shit behind the scenes and we don't even know about it. All he said was that he's going after people on the lower levels to get the bigger fish. Look at that poker face. Look at it. He's not giving up a damn thing. Look at those eyes. And then what happens yesterday? Boom! Boom! We find out. Oh, first, before we get to the boom, let's take a look at Brit Hume's tweet, right? He says, very smarmy. Here's a thought. Let's base our view on whether 1/6 was an insurrection on whether those arrested are charged with insurrection. So far, none has been. Oh, so far, your timing is perfect, you bitch. Because as of yesterday, this pirate looking cosplay fool was arrested along with 10 of his co conspirators, probably more to come. This guy's name is, what the hell is his name? Hold on. Stuart Rhodes, charged with seditious conspiracy. Now, seditious conspiracy is Meeksby says Captain Fatbeard. Seditious conspiracy is not used often, and it's a very difficult charge to prove. And it is the responsibility of the prosecution to prove it. Seditious conspiracy occurs when two or more people, I'm going to read this description, in the U.S. conspire to overthrow, put down, or to destroy by force the U.S. government, or to levy war against it, or to oppose by force and try to prevent the execution of any law. If convicted, it's 20 years behind bars. Now, that's a big charge. That is a big charge. And here's a picture here. You see this circle? You see the red circle here? So you can see these military-clad individuals. Those are Oath Keepers. Stuart Rhodes is the founder of the Oath Keepers. And there are several of his crew walking in what is known as moving in stacked military formation. So this proves that they had a concrete plan and they were executing it. And it's not just this, they have droves and droves and droves of information. They have communications between each other. They have a list of all the weaponry this dude, Stuart Rhodes, acquired prior to this thing. Wilbur McCarthy is adding, he lost his eye in a careless gun accident. I love the fact that as I'm doing this show live, when you guys have bits of trivia that I missed or haven't picked up, you are I did not say Wilner, I said Wilbur. Did I not say Wilbur? Excuse me, Wilbur. Yeah, Wilbur. Anyway, thank you for the tidbit there. So they did a lot of communicating. One place was called Zello. They were communicating, and on January 6th, somebody named Jess Watkins said, "We have a good group. We've got about 30, 40 of us. We're sticking together and sticking to the plan." Sticking to the plan. You know, the best way to prove that you're not part of a conspiracy is to not have a plan. And another person wrote back, "Get it, Jess. Do your shit. This is what we effing lived up for. Everything we effing trained for." So you guys also trained for this day. Yeah. So even still, with all of their evidence, it is tough to prove, to successfully prosecute seditious conspiracy. Back in 2010, an alleged Michigan plot by members of the Hutari, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, Hutari militia to incite an uprising against the government. But a judge ordered acquittals on the sedition conspiracy charges at a 2012 trial. The judge says that they didn't, as required, prove that the accused ever had detailed plans for a rebellion. So, I mean, the standard of proof is very high. All the way back in 1954, there was apparently another attack actually at the Capitol that I'm surprised this never came up. I literally just Googling shit. When were people charged with seditious conspiracy? So 4 pro-independence Puerto Rican activists rushed the Capitol and opened fire on the House floor. Opened fire on the House floor, wounding several representatives. They and more than a dozen others who assisted in the attack were convicted of seditious conspiracy. I see your boy Ken here. What's up, your boy Ken? He's saying Ken Paxton is being pressured by a Texas judge to release his text and email on January 5th. That's interesting. Yeah, there's a whole lot of shit tumbling out that we're all finding out about now, and I love it. I love it so much. This is a better look at the activists there. Yeah, they were convicted. They were successfully convicted of seditious conspiracy. And then in the 90s, the World Trade Center was bombed. I'm not talking about with planes, it was an actual bomb. I believe the bomb was put in a van in the parking lot of one of the World Trade Center buildings and it made a big hole. The building didn't collapse. It was just a lot of smoke damage and fire. Excuse me. The last time seditious conspiracy law was successfully used was at this bombing in the prosecution of militants they call Islamic militants. You know how much I love the term Islamic militants, but that's that's what they were calling them anyway. And they were plotting to bomb New York City landmarks. So an Egyptian cleric, Sheikh Omar El Abdel Rahman, and 9 followers were convicted in 1995 of seditious conspiracy and other charges in a plot to blow up the United Nations, the FBI's building, and 2 tunnels and a bridge linking New York and New Jersey. Unreal. So it's lucky that they got him, and they got him on that seditious conspiracy charge. He actually ended up dying in prison. What else? Kevin McCarthy, who claims to be, perfectly, completely innocent of any and all things. He said he refuses to cooperate with the January 6th Commission. I'm going to hold off on blasting the January 6th Commission, because I'm sure they are going to get around to, writing a sternly worded letter to Kevin McCarthy saying, come on, man, you should cooperate, please. Get serious with these guys. Get serious with them. What is the point of having subpoena power if you don't use it and don't enforce it? Oh my goodness. Ness from Connecticut. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the kind donation. Also subpoenaed are major social media companies. We got Facebook, Twitter, Google, and Reddit. Those 4 have insufficiently cooperated with the commission's request for documentation and information. So now they're subpoenaed. Now do what you got to do. That's what I'm talking about. This thing blew my mind. This was on Rachel Maddow's show. Fake electoral documents. I don't even understand how this shit, when you find out about this, why these people are not immediately in handcuffs. I don't know. I mean, I guess, they're gathering more information to make their case ironclad so that they, don't get tripped up on some, well, that's just circumstantial, that kind of technicality. So fine. In the weeks after the 2020 election, Trump's allies, his supporters, they sent fake certificates to the National Archive declaring that he won 7 states that he actually lost. Scam lightly. So those documents didn't have any impact on the outcome of the election, but that's yet another example of how Trump's team tried to subvert the Electoral College. So these fake certificates were created by his allies in Georgia, Arizona, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Nevada, and New Mexico. And what they wanted to do was replace valid presidential electors from their states with a pro-Trump slate. It says, "We, the undersigned, being the duly elected and qualified electors for President and Vice President of the United States of America from the state of Wisconsin, do hereby certify the following." This is a freaking federal offense. It's a federal, I don't know if you guys have ever had discussions with people. Hey, that's a federal offense. This is an actual federal offense. Why are these people not in prison already? But the bottom line of this whole segment is to let you guys know, if you didn't already know, the ball is rolling. Things are happening. Maybe not at the speed we want to see them. We like the drama. We want to see people in cuffs behind their back, being taken out, put their head down. You don't want to see. We're not getting the perp walk, but it's coming. It's coming. That Oath Keeper thing, those Oath Keepers, that's Roger Stone's security detail. When he rolls with the Oath Keepers. And if they're nabbing Oath Keepers, it's only a matter of time before they get to him. And there's not that much distance between Roger Stone and Orange Fulius. They're very close. Despite what Spanky would want you to believe, they are close. So they can get Roger Stone to roll. Who knows? But anyway, that's that for our January 6th Seditious Conspiracy Update. I also wanted to point out that the Seditious Conspiracy charge, in case I didn't say it clearly enough, it's a difficult charge to prove. Now, the fact that he is taking his time with this would indicate that I think he knows what he's doing and he wants to do a good job. And Philosophy, you are correct. Tull is coming. And now it's time for my favorite part of the show. It's the guessing game. Jethro Tull, those 80s songs. So if you saw me mention Jethro Tull earlier in the show and you were like, damn, man, I hardly even know Jethro Tull. Don't worry about it, because I hardly know them either. I know like a handful of their songs. Really, I was surprised how many Jethro Tull songs I knew last night. But yeah, so a bunch of you guys started shouting out random Jethro Tullisms during the guessing game. And then somebody asked if I could create a Jethro Tull guessing game. So I did. So I had to do some research because I didn't know a whole lot about them. Here it is. Meek wins this. Okay. Thank you, Gavin. Jethro Tull are a British rock band formed in Blackpool, England in 1967. Initially playing blues, rock, and jazz fusion, the band soon incorporated elements of hard rock, folk, and classical music, forging a signature progressive rock sound. The group's band leader and primary composer is Ian Anderson, a multi-instrumentalist who mainly plays flute and acoustic guitar, and is also the lead vocalist. They have a whopping 22 albums in their discography. So, how are we doing this guessing game? I will explain it to you, okay? Because it's not straightforward, right? Let me give you an example, right? So what I have done is that it's similar to the botched lyrics guessing games where I've replaced the lyrics of popular songs with Jethro Tull words, the names Jethro and Tull, and songs by Jethro Tull. So, for instance, if I were to sing, "You must be my Jethro Tull," what I want from you is to give me the Jethro name of that song. So we know that the melody is Lucky Star, right? But what I'd want from you is I'd want Lucky Tull or Jethro Star as the title of that song. You dig? So if you recognize the melody and you know the name of the song, Lucky Star, just Jethro-ize it, yeah? So Lucky Star becomes Jethro Star or Lucky Tull, yeah? We're going to get started right now with the first one. And I think you'll get what I mean. You're going to hear some crazy words that don't seem to make any sense. Don't worry. They're just the names of Jethro Tull songs that I have peppered the lyrics of the actual song with. Okay? Here we go. Here's the first one. A Cross-Eyed Mary by Jethro Tull, a velvet green, a Jethro Tull but a hunting girl, I'm Aqualung. Hunting girl, velvet green, Aqualung. He said, I'm Aqualung. Hunting girl, velvet green, Aqualung. Okay. Now, let's see. All right. So this first one. Look at you guys. Look at you. Let me see. I see some of you got it. Some of you did get it. Yes. I've seen enough. I am pleased. BrooklynDad is pleased. So, I was looking for either Jethro Jean or Billy Tull. And you guys hit them both. Okay. Don't worry if you're confused. If you're confused, it's fine. You'll figure it out as we go along. At the top, I have the Trump Reaper with Billy Tull. Very good. And then Susie Brizuela with Jethro Jean. Who else do I have? Cha-Cha, Michelle, Meek Spees, Meredith Powell, Nurse Mitch, Sylvia Correa, Monique Lee, Jen Murphy, Sheila Bird, yes, Samantha Hawkins, Misha Oliver, Gavin Rutherford, that damn Alaskan. You guys are funny, man. You did it. Okay. Let's see. I'm excited now. Let's go on to the next one, all right? Do-no-no-no-no. A Jethro Tull. Do-no-no-no-no. Give the Jethro Tull. Do-no-no-no-no. Step on a Tull. Do-no-no-no-no. Break your aqua lung. Do-no-no-no-no. Don't. When a locomotive breath, you must blah blah. This one, I think. Oh yeah, I only had one name for this song. Only one would do, and it has to do with the syllables. And I'm sorry if you've guessed. You gave your best. I gave my best. Yes, I did say Locomotive Breath, Trump Reaper. That is the name of one of the Jethro Tull songs. They have names of songs like Velvet Green, Hunting Girl, Aqualung. Aqualung. Interesting song. Okay, so I've seen enough. I was looking for Tullet. Whip it good. Let's see. Okay, and at the top we have Meek Spees. Congratulations, Meek Spees. You got it. You got the game you wanted, and you got it at the top there. Tullet. Let's see. Asmila J has Tullet. Those of you who said Whip Tull, that's good. That's a good guess. I didn't like Whip Tull. I didn't. I'm sorry. Tullet, Meek Spees, and Veronica. Cha Cha got Tullet. Midas Mighty Jeremy. Geocosmic Valentine. Wonderful name. Love it. Deb B. Don't worry, Happy Hippie. Hang in there. This game, you're going to get something. All right. Next up. Let's go. Let's move it. Here's the next one. Jethro the Tull. Cross-eyed Mary. Velvet green, I'll say it anyway. Today's a Jack in the Green to find you skating away. I'll be coming for your cross-eyed Mary. I will give you a hint. There are two possible names for this song. Two possible names. Keep in mind, just remember, I'm going by syllables. Okay, I'm going by syllables. I'm trying to match the syllables in the title to the words that I use in the Jethroized title. All right, so I was looking for... Oh, wait. Seen enough. I was looking for either Jethro me, or take on Tull. You see what I mean with the syllables? Yeah, syllables. All right, who do I have at the top? Let's see. Meek Spees gets Take on Tull, followed by Meredith Powell, Asmila J, Jed Murphy, Lee Saunders, Nurse Mitch. I'm going to say, okay, Nurse Mitch did what a bunch of you guys did. Also, she said Jethro on me. But the problem with Jethro on me is that there's too many syllables. Jethro on me. Nah, I don't like it. Jethro me. So I'm going to give you partial credit because you said the Jethro me is in there. You have one syllable too many. Michelle, the Trump Reaper, Stella Baxter, Susie Brizuela, Take on Tull. Misha Oliver, Sylvia Correa, same with Jethro on me. Marty, nope. Sorry, Marty. Samantha Hawkins. Samantha Brakefield. Lucielle. Happy Hippie. I'm going to give you that one. You're very close. You missed the on. It's Take on Tull. Geocosmic Valentine, Tull on me. Wilbur McCarthy, Take on Jethro. Yeah, no. Tull on me sounds gross. Okay. Good job, you guys. Good job. Next up, here we go. I got to keep it going. Use this one. if Every Jethro Tull I get a farm on the freeway and your locomotive breath. Jethro Tull. Every cross-eyed Mary gets a witch's promise and listening to the Jack in the Green. Jethro Tull. Every cross-eyed Mary gets a fire at midnight. Not the best of all the wandering round. Jethro Tull. Jethro Tull, Jethro. This one was very difficult. I've seen enough. Let me see. Da-na-na. Okay, so nobody got this one. I was looking for Total Jethro of the Tull. Total Jethro of the Tull. I got some people who were close, like Meredith Powell said Total Eclipse of the Tull. That was, she was the first one at the top. Trump Reaper also said Total Eclipse of the Tull. Sylvia Correa said Total Jethro Tull of the Heart. And so, no, that's not it. Michelle, Total Jethro of the Heart. Yeah, you guys were close, but nobody got this one. Nobody got it. So, I did stump you. Don't feel bad. This is a crazy cockamamie game, this one. All right. You said only one of the name. You're changing the rules now. Did I say one of the name? No, I don't believe I did. But if I did, I apologize. No, it can be both in the title. It just has to match the syllables. That's it. Just has to match the syllables. Total Jethro of the Tull. Yeah, that was tough. Okay. Here's the next one. You put the Jethro into my toe. You send my cross-eyed Mary when your Jethro tolls. Aqualung into my brain. It goes a velvet green till my Jack in the Green. Lee Saunders says this reminds her of Joey's quiz show game in Friends. Yo, that is my favorite. That is my all-time favorite episode of Friends. Period. Hands down. Every time I see that, Joey has me cracking up. Paper, snow, a ghost. Let's see. Let's see. These names are funny. I'm sorry. Wake me tall before you, Jethro. That's Gavin Rutherford. Is a good one. Jethro, no. Wake me up before you, Jethro. Yeah, this one is very hard, you guys. It's hard. I've seen enough. You basically have to read my mind and read into my warped mind. This one was Jethro Tull before you, Jethro. You said either Jethro to start or Tull to finish. So you guys will see when you replay this show, you will see I said no such thing. Just play the tape back after the show. This game is not easy, but look, you guys asked me to do this, right? Not easy for my brain. I had to come up with the graphics, I had to come up with the lyrics, I had to research this shit, you know. Jethro Tull, before you Jethro. Let's see. So we had some people. Yeah, I don't see one Jethro Tull before you Jethro. So I will say it again. There's no limit on the amount of times Jethro or Tull can appear in the title of a long ass song title. No limit. You could have Jethro Tull, Jethro if you want. I wouldn't do that, but you can. Wake me. Yeah, so nobody got this one either. I stumped you twice. This is a nonsense game. All right. Wait, did Trump Reaper get it? Uh-oh. Let me see. Hold on. Trump Reaper. Jethro Tull before you Jethro. Okay. Happy Hippie says she hates this game. All right. Here's the next one. Oh, damn. Did I mess up? Yeah, I totally did. Oh, shit. Okay. Jethro Tull, Cross-eyed Mary, Aqua Lung, Thick as a Brick, Part 1. Both of us knowing. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Jethro Tull, Cross-eyed Mary, Aqua Lung, Thick as a Brick, Part 1. Both of us knowing. Blah, 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 blah. I've seen enough. Let's advance this. Okay. So we were looking for Love is a Jethro Tull or Tull is a Battlefield. All right. Who do we have here? Lee Saunders says, I never want to hear the names Jethro Tull ever again. After this. God damn. All right. Who do we have at the top here? Let's see. Lucy L says, Jethro's sick of this. All right. Asmila J is at the top with Tull is a Battlefield. Veronica Tello has Love is a Jethro Tull. Meek Spees. Tull is the Jethro Field. No, that's clever, but not Nurse Mitch, though. Love is a Jethro Tull. Susie Brizuela. My Talca Belly. Michelle Bookout, Samantha Hawkins. Watcher Soko. Happy Hippie, there you go. Okay. Love is a Jethro. Wilbur McCarthy. There you go. Good job, guys. Here's the next one. Oh, see, I I mixed up the slides. Let's hope this next one is right. Here we go. Okay. Jethro Tull on me, Jethro Tull on you, thick as a brick. Blah, 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 blah. That locomotive breath, life is a long song. It's Jack in the Green. Ba ba be, ba ba be, dee da da, dee da da. Jethro Tull on me, Jethro Tull on you, thick as a brick. Blah, 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 blah. That locomotive breath, life is a long song. It's Jack in the Green. All right, let's see what we got here. I think I've seen enough. Okay, we're either looking for either Jethro pressure or under Jethro. Let's see. You guys are getting the hang of it, whether you like it or not. You're getting the hang of the whole syllable thing. Sandra says, see what happens when we tiptoe through BDD's brain? Indeed. At the top, we got Asmila J, followed by Misha Oliver. Jethro Pressure, Meeks Bees, ZZZ, Meredith Powell, Samantha Brakefield, Geocosmic Valentine, Nurse Mitch, Lisa Hathaway, Lucy L, That Damn Alaskan, Samantha Hawkins, Jethro Pressure, Gavin Rutherford, Philosophy, Eagle Star 747, Wilbur McCarthy. All right, good job, you guys. Excellent. That round was very good. Good song, too. Okay, here we go. Here's the next one. Jethro in my tull, I'm thick as a brick and think of you. Life is a long song, aqua lung is nothing new. Velvet green, cross-eyed Mary, Jack in the Green. Jethro in my toe, I'm thick as a brick and think of you. Oh, look at you guys now. Look at you now. Now you are ready for Jethroized. I've seen enough. Okay. I was looking for either Tull after Tull or Time Jethro Time. Let's see. Ra-da-da-da-da. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Okay. At the top here, we have the Trump Reaper with Tull after Tull. Excuse me, followed by Nurse Mitch, Meredith Powell. You know, Trump. Yeah, no, Trump Reaper, you already got Tull after Tull. Asmila J, Susie Brizuela, Geocosmic Valentine, Tull Jethro Tull is clever. I'm sorry, that's not it. But it's also very, very clever. Tull after Tull, Samantha Brakefield, Misha Oliver, Meek Spees, Lori B, Kimberly Moss, Samantha Hawkins, Monique Lee, Sylvia Correa, Gavin Rutherford, Lucy L, That Damn Alaskan, Tull after Tull. Maital Cabelli, Lisa Hathaway, Wilbur McCarthy, Watcher Soko. Good job, you guys. Good job. So, you guys are fully in now. Here we go. The things you guys are seeing on the screen, you must be wondering, what the hell? Here's the next one. Jethro, come tell about me. Cross-eyed Mary, bungle thick as a brick. Tell me, locomotive breath, giving Jethro Tull inside and out, and teacher, a cheap day return. My God, a steel monkey, a new day yesterday. Jethro, come tell about me. I am amazed. I am amazed that you guys have somehow managed to wrap your brains around the insanity of this guessing game, because this guessing game is truly insanity. I've seen enough. Wait. Okay. Looking for Jethro. Forget about Tull. Or don't you forget Jethro Tull. It's random, guys. It's random shit. Let's see. Jethro, forget about Tull. Let's see. Who is at the top here? Don't you Jethro about Tull? That's a good one. That is a good one, but it's not it. Let's see. Don't Jethro about Tull. Don't you forget about Jethro. I'm looking for Jethro. Forget about Tull. There we go. Nurse Mitch is at the top, followed by Geocosmic Valentine, Gavin Rutherford, Philosophy. You're so close with the. Oh shit! What happened to my camera here? I don't know. Philosophy had Don't You Forget About Tull. It's Don't You Forget Jethro Tull. Jethro, forget about Tull. Susie Brizuela. Jethro, forget about Tull. Michelle. Jethro, forget about Tull. Monique Lee. Watcher Soko. That damn Alaskan. Boy, this is hurting my brain. Okay. Jethro, forget about Tull. And Teresa Plash. Good job, you guys. Good job. Okay, we got one more. One more. Here's the last one. Jethro Tull, the hunting girl. A cup of wonder, wandering loud. Velvet green, life is a long song. With you there to help me, help me, help me, help me. Locomotive breath, locomotive breath. Cross-eyed Mary, steel monkey, we're going to party, Karamu, fiesta, forever. You guys know this one. Jethro Tull, the hunting girl. A cup of wonder, wandering aloud. Velvet green, life is a long song. With you there to help me, help me, help me, help me. Let's see. this whole game was really difficult. It's going to be a very long time before I do another Jethro game, just because it's hard for my brain and for your brain. Okay, I've seen enough. All night long. Ah, yeah. Okay, some of you guys did get this one. I was looking for all Jethro, all night, or till night long. All right, and let's see. Da-da-da-da. All till long. Yeah, you guys all have some excellent answers here, but I gotta go by what the actual answer is. All till long, no? All night long. All everyone you meet, they're jamming in the street all night long. Yeah, I said all night long. Let's see. Yeah, Happy Hippie. Happy Hippie is the first one. There you go. Till night long. Till night long. Susie Brizuela. Cindy C said, "Glad that's over." These songs do have strange titles. Yes. Guys, give yourselves a round of applause. Give yourselves a hand, because this was a very challenging game. Very challenging, and you guys did well. You had to basically like read my brain. What kind of madness is inside my brain? Okay, so good job. Thank you for playing. Thank you for, being good sports about the whole thing. Okay. Last but not least, we have today's You Raggedy Bitch. Nurse Mitch says, "That was so tall." Yes, it was. So yesterday, Kirsten Sinema gave a speech about voting rights. I thought this still was hilarious. Somebody posted this on Twitter, and they circled the Chiron. I think this might have been CNN. They wrote R, Arizona. That's hilarious. Because, yeah, she is. But what she was saying was not hilarious. So if you're occasionally naive like me, at first she kind of sounded like she was going to do the right thing. She clearly stated that she supported both voting rights bills, and then she went and dropped the boom.
I share the concerns of civil rights advocates and others I've heard from in recent months about these state laws. I strongly support those efforts to contest these laws in court and to invest significant resources into these states to better organize and stop efforts to restrict access at the ballot box. And I strongly support and will continue to vote for legislative responses to address these state laws, including the Freedom to Vote Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act that the Senate is currently considering.
That's where she got me.
I support these bills because they strengthen Americans' access to the ballot box.
I was like,
and they
yeah,
better
good.
ensure that Americans' votes are counted fairly. It is through elections that Americans make their voices heard, select their representatives, and guide the future of our countries and our community. These bills help treat the symptoms of the disease, but they do not fully address the disease itself. And while I continue to support these bills, I will not support separate actions that worsen the underlying disease of division infecting our country. The debate over the Senate's 60-vote threshold shines a light on our broader challenges. There's no need for me to restate my long-standing support for the 60-vote threshold to pass legislation.
That's bullshit.
There's no need for me to restate its role protecting our country.
Yes,
from
there is.
Wild reversals in federal policy. It is a view I've held during my years serving in both the U.S. House and the Senate. And it is the view.
All right, enough of that bullshit. Enough of that bullshit. So you see, she started off saying, I fully support both voting rights bills. And, you know, Nurse Mitch, it's funny, Nurse Mitch just asked, is she crying? Excellent question, because Lawrence O'Donnell also observed this and put it perfectly in his tweet. He says, Sinema delivers the Senate's stupidest speech by a Democrat in an edge of tears voice to give childish words a melodramatic effect. Chef's kiss. That's perfect. That is exactly what she did. Because once again, the senator who extols the virtues of bipartisanship, but has yet to bring one Republican vote. God damn my camera. Excuse me. She has yet to produce a single Republican vote for the things we and her constituents need. She pulls the filibuster football away at the very last minute, all but ensuring that the voting rights bills will die in the Senate. So Chuck Schumer seems to have some plans up his sleeves, but, you know, the votes he's calling for, they seem like they're intended just to get, you know, other senators on the record, either for or against, and, you know, just for the purpose of shaming people. But you have to have a soul that you didn't sell in order to be able to be shamed. And she has sold her soul clearly to the highest bidder. I could go on and on about all the money that she's made since she's been a senator. I don't have to. You guys know about it already. She had like 38 grand and now she's got $1 million, you know, that kind of bullshit. But there was a time when Kirsten Sinema didn't sell her soul. It wasn't that long ago.
So what does that mean? Well, in the Senate, we no longer have 60 votes. Some would argue that we never had 60 because one of those was Joseph Lieberman. But that's whatever. Yeah, and Nelson too, but really Lieberman. So now there's, I think as the president so eloquently said on Wednesday, there's none of this pressure, this false pressure to get to 60. So what that means is that the Democrats can stop kowtowing to Joe Lieberman and instead seek other avenues to move forward with health reform. And so it's likely that the Senate will move forward with a process called reconciliation, which takes only 51 votes. And by the way, is not unusual. You may recall that before the Democrats took the Senate in 2008, that the Republicans controlled the Senate for quite some time. In fact, since around 1994. They never had 60 votes, and they managed to do a lot of really bad things during that time. So the reconciliation process is still quite available, and we will use it for good rather than for evil.
Interesting. Huh? That was back in 2010. And now she's using her powers for evil. So yeah, I'm watching the comments here. I see you guys talking about apparently that she has some plans to run for president. I saw John Cooper tweet about it and a few other people who are DC insiders. So, you know, yeah, I would never vote for, like, I don't even live in Arizona, but if she was running for president, yeah, no. She's not a Democrat. She is not a Democrat. Can she be primaried? Yes, she can be primaried, Cha-Cha, and she is being primaried. The guy has not officially made his announcement yet, and I don't remember who it was, but yeah, she's going to be primaried. People are already lining up to make that shit happen, and it's a shame. Philosophy pointing out her Twitter page has her with John Lewis. He would be sick to his stomach. Yes. How dare she? How dare she even say that man's name? Because she is just disrespecting the memory of what he stood for. disgusting. Thank you, Happy Hippie. It's Ruben Gallego. Ruben, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right. Gallego is planning to primary Kirsten Sinema. So let's hope that happens, and let's support him in any way we can, because she's got to go. She's got to go. I'm so ashamed. You know, when she first came on the scene, I was hopeful. I was, delighted. She looked, a little bit offbeat, and I thought, oh, that's a good thing. She's progressive, and, she was a progressive. She was a conservative wrapped in a progressive clothing, I guess. All right, guys, that's it for, oh my goodness, I am way over time. That is it. Thank you for joining me for another fun episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, a.k.a. BrooklynDad. And if you have not yet gotten your Jethro Tull yet, please be sure to tull your Jethro as soon as possible. Oh, Veronica Tello, thank you very much for the kind donation, and Cha-Cha as well. Thank you, my friends. The question has been posed, will I be here Monday? And I'm going to have to check with wifey. I'm not sure if we have anything planned for Monday. But I will let you guys know. In any case, definitely will let you know before showtime. Yeah, I will get word out to you through the pigeons and whatnot. But let's see. What was I saying? Make sure you Jethro your tull. Wear a tull. Keep your Jethro distance. Tull feet or Jethro. Oh no! I Jethro'd my tull. Seriously, I don't know what's happening to my Jethro, why it keeps going out like that, but pizza and wings. No, will not be pizza. Remember, it's just wings and some potato slices and salad. That's the other thing I'm missing. Salad. Yay, salad. It's only 25 more days. All right, you guys. Thank you again. And if I'm here on Monday, I will see you same time, same place. I Jethro you all. Peace. Hey! Boom. You need to tull. Glad you caught it too, Midas Mighty Jeremy. Come on back now, you hear? The very best part of Jethro Tull is Jethro in your tull. Oh my God. Remember to smash the tull button before you tull. Hey! Deb B says, have a very tull weekend. Gavin Rutherford said he's going to be doing this for days. I'll try not to. Hey! It's Friday, you guys. Oh shit, Gavin Rutherford says, never a Tull show. That is clevered in a very Gavin Rutherford way. Yeah. You guys, thank you so much. I had fun today. This was a very nonsensical guessing game, but it was perfect. I loved it, and I love you guys. But you know, it's now that time. You need to leave.